What's going on, everybody? It's new showtime, not showtime like the network. It's time for us to watch a new show. I've been itching to check out a new anime on the channel because I've watched a couple of animes in my lifetime and they've become an incredibly important part of my life now. The amount of daily references and just like going through in my own time the incredible show that is Demon Slayer, and you know, sitting in a movie theater just sobbing, completely sobbing, the carrying that with you, that never leaves you. You carry that with you forever, and you just want to find that feeling in other places. So the show I'm going to be watching, it's not technically an anime. I'm aware of this, that Avatar: The Last Airbender is not technically an anime. I was going through a few shows that I was really seriously considering starting out here with, whether it be an Attack on Titan, a Haiku, a Death Note. There were several others as well, and one of those will certainly follow this reaction series that we're doing. I had to start with Avatar: The Last Airbender, and again, I know it's not an anime. I've just heard incredible things about this show. Somehow it's not a show I was watching. I didn't have cable growing up, so Nickelodeon, there were a lot of shows on there that I didn't watch, but apparently this one ages well for adults. I don't know anything about this. I mix up this and like Naruto, which is another thing I haven't watched before, but I feel like I often mix up the two, so whatever familiarity I may have just visually might be from Naruto as opposed to this, so we'll see. But yeah, enough of all that, guys. Let's jump into this iconic series. IMDb is my bible for TV shows and movies as far as going off of rating and suggested films and all that, and this show is like the top rated animated show ever. It's right below it's right below like Breaking Bad, which is my favorite show of all time, and some other just literally a handful of other shows that are rated slightly above this. So the talk is large. Talk about this show looms large.
Water, earth, fire, air. Only the Avatar mastered all four elements. Only he could stop the ruthless firebenders. But when the world needed him most, he vanished.
They need another Avatar. Bare hand. Oh no, powers.
Sokka, look! I'm not the one who makes muscles at myself every time I see my reflection in the water.
It's classic Big Brother vibes right there.
I'm embarrassed to be related to you!
Yeah, she's gonna accidentally use those powers.
Ever since Mom died, I've been doing all the work around camp while you've been off playing soldier!
Katara?
From now on your own!
That's what I recognize. That's the only thing I'll recognize in this show. Is that like a baby Avatar? It was like an old man Avatar in the intro.
Uncle, do you realize what this means?
I won't get to finish my game.
It means my search.
For
It's
real.
about to come to an end. That light came from an incredibly powerful source. It has to be him.
He's drained. I wonder how long he's been.
Stop it!
I wonder how long he's been in there. That arrow. So specific.
Will you go penguin sledding with me?
Sure, I guess.
Oh, he just.
going on?
My guy just floated
How'd
up.
you get in the ice?
What is that?
What
That's
is
like a
that
big
thing?
This is
white
Appa,
beaver.
my flying bison.
Right, and this is
Flying
Katara, my
bison.
flying sister.
I mean, she does have powers. It's not like super far off.
Well, if you guys are stuck,
It is a
Appa and I
big
can
ass
give you a
bison.
lift.
It is the same arrow mark too. I thought it was gonna fly. I thought it was gonna start fucking flying.
Yip, yip.
If he can actually fly, that's
Why are
wild.
you smiling at me
And
like
very
that?
useful.
Honor didn't hinge on the Avatar's capture. Mine does. This coward's 100 years in hiding are over.
100 years. He looks like he's 6. He sounds like he's 6 too. Oh, this is how it happened. He protected them. He put it's ice around them.
Wake up! It's okay.
So there was like some
Come on, get
storm or
ready. Everyone's
something,
waiting
and
to meet you.
that's how he protected the two of them.
No one has seen an airbender in 100 years. We thought they were extinct until my granddaughter and grandson found you.
Extinct?
Great. You're an airbender, Katara's a waterbender. Together you can just waste time all day long.
You're a waterbender.
Well, sort of. Not yet.
All right.
She's figuring
come
it
on,
out
May.
though.
Come on,
She just has to
Katara,
hone
you
it.
have chores.
We'll need more than basic firebending to defeat him. You will teach me the advanced set.
Very well. But first, I must finish my roast duck.
Yeah, you could just jump into the training. You
Important.
gotta,
Show no fear
gotta
when
get
you face the
lunchtime.
firebender.
Stop it! Stop it right now!
What's wrong with you? We don't have time for fun and games with a war going on.
What war? What are you talking about?
You're kidding, right?
Your services are needed.
You're looking at the only waterbender
Oh.
in the whole South Pole.
This isn't right. A waterbender needs to master water. What about the North Pole? There's another water tribe up there, right? Papa and I can personally fly you to the North Pole.
We haven't seen him fly yet
Katara,
though.
We're gonna find you a master.
That's... I mean,
No
I
brainer.
don't know.
Yes.
I've never left home before.
Your parents aren't even
Well,
here.
you-
I mean, the mom's dead, right? The father's at war, I assume. I'm not totally sure, but that just speaks to all the responsibility she has. And she's still super young, but doesn't feel like a kid anymore.
I've never seen any war.
Aang, how long were you in that iceberg?
100 years.
I don't know, a few days maybe?
No way, the
I
worst.
think it was more like 100
There it is,
years.
yeah.
This place is creepy.
Huh?
Oh, it is a
What's
boob,
that
that
you
is a
said
booby
about
trap.
booby traps?
So it's like a huge jump that he can do as opposed to actual flying.
Quite agile for his old age.
Found him.
Wake my uncle. Tell him I found the Avatar, as well as his hiding place.
Shit, leave those kids alone. I don't like that. I'm worried about what he might do to those kids over there. It's a really good setup for everything going on because there's so much. I have so many questions about their parents. How did we find out how the mom died? I'm not sure. Is the father at war? Katara and Sokka's father. We had Sokka mention to the other kids that their father is at war. Avatar has no idea. Or Aang has no clue what's going on because we find out he's been frozen for 100 years. And we saw the flashback of him freeze himself. For most of the episode, I'm thinking that he is that older Avatar that disappeared, and that everyone's needed his help to fight these fire navy people. But it seems more so like that kid just existed at the time. Maybe he's the son of that Avatar guy, and he just, I don't know, for whatever reason his youth was preserved from being frozen for so long, and just he's existing brand new now. I don't know, but I got so many questions, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing when one episode has leaves you wondering so much more for what's to come. They're gonna show up and it's gonna be bad.
I knew it! You signaled the Fire Navy with that flare. You're leading them straight to us, aren't you?
Well, that-
Aang didn't do anything.
Traitor confesses.
Why is he
Warriors away from the enemy.
so mad
The foreigner
all the
is
time?
banished from our village.
Sokka, you're making a mistake.
You need him.
No, I'm keeping my promise to Dad. I'm protecting you from threats like him.
Grandmother, please, don't let Sokka do this.
Katara, you knew going on that ship was forbidden. Sokka is right. I think it best if the airbender leaves.
Fine. Then I'm banished too.
Go with him.
Come on, Aang, let's go.
I don't want to come between you and your family.
She needs to go to the North Pole anyway.
So, you're leaving the South Pole?
Don't give up.
This is goodbye?
No.
Thanks for penguin sledding with me.
Sokka!
They're just taking that ship straight through the village. He wasn't gonna back down. He just got pushed off by the snow, but he wasn't gonna back down. This is big Star Wars. This is big Star Wars energy. Grand.
He'd be about this age,
Ah.
master of all elements.
Nope. On the penguin.
Looking for me?
You're the Airbender? You're the Avatar? No way. I've spent years preparing for this encounter. You're just a child.
Well, you're just a teenager.
You're only a couple years older than me. Aang hasn't fought in like 100 years, so there's concern here.
With you. Will you promise to leave everyone
He's got the
alone?
Prince Oberyn stick skills. Damn.
No, Aang, don't do this.
Don't worry, Katara. It'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm messed him up on the inside. Don't worry.
For me until I get back.
Yeah,
Get
exactly.
a course to the Fire Nation.
You hear those
I'm
words?
going home.
Until I get back. Prince Zuko is way too chill about the fact that he just said until I get back and is smiling. I dig the Aang Katara friendship early on. It's really cool.
We have to go after that ship, Sokka. Aang saved our tribe. Now we have to save him. I know you don't like Aang, but we owe him.
Katara, are you gonna talk all day or are you coming with me?
Hey, oh, okay.
Sokka!
Alright, Sokka.
This staff will make an excellent gift for my father. I suppose you wouldn't know of fathers being raised by monks.
That was fucking
Take the Avatar
a
to the
dirty
prison
comment.
gate
That was some
and
Draco Malfoy disrespect.
So, I guess you've never fought an airbender before. I bet I could take you both with my hands tied behind my back.
Silence.
This is so Star Wars. I knew he's gonna get out on his own. He's gonna get his stick first, and then he's gonna get out of here.
Sokka doesn't believe you can fly. But I do, Appa. Come on, don't you want to save Aang?
Yep.
He's gonna fly? He's gonna fucking fly finally?
You did it, Sokka!
Oh, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like
He's flying!
it's like the never-ending story. Score does a great job. He is not battle ready, my guy Aang. Oh, is he like is that like a little? That's so sick. That's sick. It's all defense and evasion. Okay, there's something. There's attack power. There's the homies and the girlfriend, I guess.
Aang, no!
Oh, this is some Avatar shit. Is this like a water power he's doing, or is it still air?
Did you see what he just did?
Now that was some water
Oh, 'cause he can do all of the elements then. The eyes have to do the white thing. Don't forget that old man who's sleeping. He's a problem. That's pretty useful.
Hurry up, Sokka!
We needed you, my guy. What happened? I'm worried about this because I know that he's good at what he does. You see how serious his face got?
How did you do that? With the water! It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
I don't know. I just sort of did it.
According to legend, you need to first master water, then earth, then fire, right?
All right, but before I learn waterbending, we have some serious business to attend to. Here, we'll ride the hopping llamas. Then way over here,
still a
we'll
kid.
surf on the backs of giant
He's still a
corn
kid, man. It's all
Then
about the
back over
fun.
Here, we'll ride the hog monkeys.
Some serious business
like
is the
people
fun.
riding.
It really is really cool because it's such a reminder that, like, it's an all-out war. All of this, right? You have the Fire Navy and everyone's in danger. I still want to know more about their parents. I know we will, but their mom literally died, right? All the fathers are at war. You have all this seriousness, but then you have this person that's supposed to save the whole world, and Aang, and he realizes that they're gonna go train for him to master all the bender, like he's gonna master the water bending powers. But at the core, it's like, but wait, first let's make sure that we still be kids, that we still have fun, whether he is actually a kid or 100 years old. And it's cool too that the voice actor sounds like a kid. Like, I know a lot of the times adults will play it and, you know, pitch their voice a little bit to sound like a kid, and that's cool too. But this sounds like an actual kid. I'd be surprised if it wasn't a kid, although Maybe I should actually be surprised if it was a kid because of labor laws and all that. I don't know. But yeah, it's cool so far. They're setting up a lot of stuff. And they busted out a map. I'm such a fan of maps. In video games, in shows. Give me more maps. Give me more world. We've already established a huge world with the North Pole and wherever he's from. I dig that, man. I love big worlds and world building. It's one of my favorite things about shows like this and games and whatnot.
It's been 100 years since you've been home.
That's why I'm so excited.
It's just that a lot can change in all that time.
I know, but I need to see it for myself.
The Avatar.
Don't mention his name on these docks. Once word gets out that he's alive, every firebender will be out looking for him.
But you
and I
gotta
don't
get
want
him.
anyone getting in the way.
So
Getting in the way
is what?
of
His
what?
reputation, right?
Zuko.
Captain Zhao.
It's Commander now.
Zuko, show Commander Zhao your respect. We would be honored to join you. Do you have any ginseng tea? It's my favorite.
And solitaire.
I want to talk to you about the Airbenders.
What about him?
Well, I just want you to be prepared for what you might see. The Fire Nation is ruthless. They killed my mother. And they could have done the same to your people.
Much optimism.
There it is. The Southern Air Temple.
That seems a good condition.
Aang, it's amazing!
We're home, buddy. We're home.
Aang, there's something you need to see.
Oh shit.
Okay.
How'd they get up here? She decided against it.
What is it?
Leave him hopeful.
Just a new waterbending move I learned.
Your questions will be answered when you're old enough to enter the Air Temple Sanctuary. When you are ready, he will reveal himself to you. 2, 3. Your aim has improved greatly, my young pupil.
Nice. That's what we saw in the oh, that's sad. It's a sad transition.
You must miss him.
That hit.
Where are you going?
Was well
The Air
done.
Temple Sanctuary. There's someone I'm ready to meet.
If they're there,
I don't suppose you have a key.
The key, Sokka, is airbending.
well, that's cool.
Capturing the Avatar is too important to leave in a teenager's hands. He's mine now. Keep them here.
So sending the big guns after him now. They're probably gonna know that he went right back
Please.
home.
All these people are your past lives, Aang.
Wow. There are so many.
Aang, snap out of it.
That's who he's supposed to see.
Huh?
That's
is
the
that?
guy.
That's Avatar Roku. The Avatar before me.
That's him.
There's no writing. How do you know his name?
I'm not sure. I just know it somehow.
Is that Dobby?
Nobody make a sound.
You're making a sound?
It's like a Pokemon.
Dinner.
Don't listen to him. You're gonna be my new pet.
Not if I get him first.
Your own father doesn't even want you.
You're wrong. Once I deliver the Avatar to my father, he will welcome me home with honor and restore my rightful place on the throne.
If your father
That's
really
what
wanted
he's
you
really
home,
going after is that
he would have
throne.
let you return by now.
Prince Zuko, have you forgotten what happened last time you dueled the master?
Is that what happened to
I will never forget.
his eye? It happened in a duel.
Let's get out of here.
Oh. The third time we've seen this. Stuff happens when this happens.
Aang, come on! Snap out of it!
How are you gonna cut? What? Can you get anywhere near him right now? How do you win?
Do it! That's it? Your father raised a coward.
Next time you get in my way, I promise, I won't hold back.
Just showed some mercy there.
Monk Gyatso and the other airbenders may be gone,
But you're still here.
but you still have a family. Sokka and I, we're your family now.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It wasn't your fault.
But you were right. And if Firebenders found this temple, that means they found the other ones too.
A little Dobby. A little cuter though. Probably saying goodbye to home for the last time. I feel like this feels like, I mean, what's the sense in going back if there's no one there? I really like the way the story's building. Really enjoying it a lot. And I feel like we learned a lot more about Zuko in this episode, and having been exiled, and he's doing everything he can to get all of this. He's driven completely by wanting to get back home and get the throne back, which has something to do with his father. Maybe his father sits on the throne now. Either way, his father clearly has significant power in this whole Firebender Navy situation. I thought it was so, that whole sequence with Aang seeing what happened to Kyoto, whatever that person's name was, but finding out that the Firebenders had come, the Fire Army had come and, you know, seemingly decimated and killed everyone in his village and his home. And when he got all upset and kind of was taken over by his avatar spirit, avatar powers, I thought it was so interesting seeing all the things that were lit up, because that's the third time I think we've seen his eyes light up. The first time was in the flashback when he froze himself. Second time was in the not froze him, but froze him and Appa to preserve them for those 100 years. Second time was in the battle against Zuko on the ship, and then this is the third time. Except, like, you saw all the other things, eyes light up. There's some sort of connection there somehow, and I'm sure we'll learn more about that moving forward. But that whole sequence was really sick and tragic, as well as a lot of tragedy here. These kids don't have their parents. Their parents have died via these wars, and it's just, you know, looking at all this with the thoughts of Aang, this literal 12-year-old, is the one destined to, or not, whether it's destined or has to be the person to avenge all his ancestors, is a really heavy thing. And yet still, at the end of this episode, with Lemur naming it Momo, carries that kid spirit. It just makes you feel really good too. And after watching this show, 3 episodes in, I didn't fully know what to expect watching this show, but 3 episodes in, it seems very feel good, but also it seems like there's already heavier tones, and I can see it building to things where I'm gonna feel things even heavier. They fixed the ship. Yeah, this is that room where he got his ass beat.
There have been multiple sightings of the Avatar, but he is impossible to track down.
How am I gonna find him, Uncle? He is clearly a master of evasive maneuvering.
You have no idea
yeah,
where you're going.
it's definitely incidental, totally.
I guess we're getting close then.
Hey, Katara, check out this airbending trick.
That's great, Aang.
Oh, he lost his charm.
At this rate, we won't get to the North Pole until spring.
But Appa's tired already. Aren't you, boy? I said, aren't you, boy?
Oh, the koi, right? Ride the koi. That's one of the things he wanted.
Yep. Koi, and I'm gonna ride it.
Okay, I see what he meant.
You gotta watch me.
I can't not think of One Punch Man Saitama when I look at him. I mean, Saitama's the best, so it's a good comparison. He just can't get the attention of the girl he wants. Yeah, things are just... You gotta do something different, man. Is that like a swordfish?
Stick around to find out.
It's not a
Time
shark.
to hit the road. Or we could stay a while.
Are they Earth? We haven't seen Earth benders yet.
We're throwing you back in the water with the Unagi.
Show yourselves, cowards!
Unagi. Bring it back to friends, my guy Ross.
Wait a second, there's no way a bunch of girls took us down.
Come on,
A bunch of girls, huh?
Get over it.
Avatar Kyoshi was born here 400 years ago.
I know her because I'm the Avatar.
That's impossible. The last Avatar was an airbender who disappeared 100 years ago.
It's true. You are the Avatar.
It's an easy way to show him.
Check this out.
He loves pulling that one out of his back pocket. Yeah, come on, Katara's gonna lose her.
Sorry, ladies. Didn't mean to interrupt your dance lesson. I was just looking for somewhere to get a little workout. Now, this may be a little tough, but try to block me. Good. Of course, I was going easy on you.
Get it
Can you
together.
help me carry this back to the room? It's a little heavy.
Actually, I can't right now.
What do you mean you can't?
I promised the girls I'd give them a ride on Appa. Why don't you come with us? It'll be fun.
Watching you show off for a bunch of girls does not sound like fun.
It's head over heels for her like a day ago, and he gets a little attention from a couple other little girls, and off he goes.
Spit it out. What do you want?
To learn. There you go. Humble yourself. There you go, bud.
Even if I'm a girl?
I'm sorry if I insulted you earlier.
Okay.
I was wrong.
Character growth. Now go apologize to your sister for all the sexist shit that you say to her.
Let you down.
The gold insignia represents the honor of the warrior's heart.
Bravery and honor.
Hey, Sokka. Nice dress. Remember how the Unagi almost got me yesterday?
Yeah?
Well, I'm gonna go ride it now. It's gonna be real dangerous.
Good for you.
You're not gonna stop me?
This is so toxic of him. Toxic, so young, talking about putting himself in danger just to get her back. It's such a toxic move. It's such a classic toxic male move. He is 100 years old, actually, so.
What about this?
You gotta come up with a new trick, Mike.
Boring. Where's Unagi? It's getting late. Where are you going? Don't leave.
Well, get out of the water before you catch a cold, you big jerk.
There we go. Oh, it's gonna catch him now. Now he's gonna actually be in danger now that, yeah. Oh, it's like a huge eel. It's like a Gyarados from Pokemon, but just a different color. She's gonna have to use her powers. She's gonna have to use her water bender powers. Oh, she is. Oh, she does manage.
Zuko.
Oh, this is bad timing. Let Unagi deal with him. It's a bad time to be knocked out. Oh, her power's coming in real clutch in this episode. They're not messing around. They're like those chicks from Doran. What are those? What is that, like a rhino?
Hey, over here.
Finally.
Let's go. Light up your eyes. You might see his eyes light up for the 4th time. He disappeared somewhere. Oh, the whole island is like burning down? It reminds him of home, maybe.
Get inside.
I don't think he likes it.
I know it's hard, but you did the right thing. Zuko would have destroyed the whole place if we stayed.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? He's gonna fuck them all up, is what he's gonna do. He's gonna go use that as like a weapon. He's gonna ride that thing and go get Zuko with that thing. That's... Oh, put the fire out. Oh, that's super smart. Incredibly smart.
Thank you, Avatar.
They could just light it back on fire if they want, though. They're still there.
I know, that was stupid and dangerous.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, but you're a hero. It's what you do. It's what you gotta do. A lot of relationship stuff in this episode. I didn't really I don't know what I expected from this show. I guess once I saw the youthfulness of the characters, I wasn't thinking that that'd be much of a thing. But hey, that is part of being really young, is figuring that kind of stuff out, and they're all figuring it out. Whether it's Aang and Katara figuring out how to act around one another and work out these, feelings of desire. It seems. All in a very all coming from a well-meaning place, and then Sokka and the woman warriors seem to really flip his sexism a complete 180 in one episode here, which is also great to see from him, who's just been pretty rough for this show so far. But yeah, I feel like not a lot happened in even though there was just this huge attack on the village and we thought it was going to burn to the ground, and then he put everything out. I feel like half the episode was just watching Aang like figure out, you know, sort of his maturity and sort of battle through that, still being 12, even though technically he's like 112, I guess. But that's part of it, though. It's part of the, like, watching him mature and grow and be someone that's gonna have to save the fucking universe.